Okay, you here?
Yeah.
I started recording. Okay,
All
so
right.
what was occurring to me, you bringing up the super best friends thing, was when Jerry Jarrett passed away. There's a little clip I saw of Sean Oliver talking about that time he did a shoot interview with Jerry Jarrett, and off the he said what Sean Oliver claimed was that off the record during a break he asked Jerry to what the whole thing going on with Jeff Jarrett and TNA was, because at that time the rumor was that Jeff had pushed Jerry out of TNA. And what Jerry said to him was, let's save it for, like, he more or less, I think, said something indicated something along the lines of, like, things are more or less fine with me and Jeff, but nonetheless, let's save this for when we're on cam. And when they get on cam, Jerry gives a much more ambiguous response of, like, I don't know. Because it would get more people to watch the shoot interview.
Oh, jeez. Wrestlers
Yeah.
always working.
Remember what you do with a gas tier. Is it? Wait, is it?
I don't think I've ever even had one.
Okay, well, it's not what I remembered.
It's like a grenade, isn't it?
Maybe?
I might not be thinking of the right item though. I'm not sure. Because you got it from the ghast, right?
Yeah, from killing the gas.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like my feeling is that it's a grenade. Although I don't even know how you would use it. I don't know if you would just equip it and then hurl it like an egg, and then just maybe blow up whatever it hits.
Maybe it was you combine with the molten goo cream, whatever, to make
Yeah.
a bomb.
Yeah, possibly.
Hmm.
Are you trying to figure it out?
Trying to figure out what to do with a lot of the stuff I retrieved from hell.
Yeah, there's got to be a lot of shit.
Soul sand. This is important to something.
It sounds like it'd be important.
Yeah. Hmm. What if I set it on fire?
That's the answer to everything.
It makes a blue fire.
Sounds neat. Is it functional?
Hell if I know.
Yeah.
Let me throw something into it, I guess. Throw a piece of wood in there. Why the hell not?
Yeah, that's a good idea to start with.
Nope, cooks up like usual things. Okay.
Well, it's got to serve some purpose.
Yeah.
You've got all these new toys, but no way to understand what they all do.
Yeah. I once understood what service
Soul
Sand
service?
Soul Sand's purpose. Soul Sand's purpose was, but
Yeah.
that's that memory ain't coming forth from the old memory banks.
Those times are long beyond.
The the extra health bar was temporary, by the way. I've lost it now.
Oh, That didn't last very long for such a rare sounding item.
No, I assume it's something you only pop before a boss fight or something.
Yeah, actually, that would make sense.
Crying obsidian?
Yeah, weird shit like that I don't get. Like, we already have obsidian. What the hell is crying obsidian? Why does there need to be a separate thing? Huh. Oh, I just realized I have not been recording. Huh. There we go. Now I'm back. And Alex is trying to figure out how to deal with all his new stuff. His new neither stuff.
Yeah.
Underworld shit.
Real satanic shit.
I don't remember. Does the game even call it hell? They call it like
No.
the underworld or the netherworld or whatever, don't
Nether.
they? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I tried to make a portal out of crying obsidian and it didn't work.
Such an odd name too, crying obsidian. That implies that it leaks or something.
Well, you want to know what it's doing right now?
Yeah, why not?
Leaking.
Is it actually?
It is, yes.
What is it leaking?
Purple.
Oh, okay. I see.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on there. Okay.
Yeah,
Guess I'm gonna leave this shit in my backyard.
a bunch of like fucking oh, what's the word? Not necessarily flammable, although that too. Oh, not hazardous. What's the word? It's right on the tip of my
Infernal.
tongue. Well, that also. All these words work. I know the word. It's just not coming to me. It's volatile. You have a bunch of volatile shit there, just hanging out in your backyard.
Yeah?
No harm could come from leaving all this stuff sitting out there.
Not at all. I don't know why I've been possessed with the idea. I've got a bunch of chicken eggs. I'm going into hell. I'm
Oh
going
boy,
Hang on. Can I hatch chickens in hell?
maybe. Oh, for
Yes!
fuck's sake, you can.
You can set up a chicken farm in hell!
Yeah, I can't say I was expecting that.
The chicken just walks up and looks me dead in the eyes. Why did you make me...
Why have
Why...
you done this?
The chicken was born in hell and will spend the rest of its life in hell.
It
Well, I
will
got some,
spend eternity there.
got some spare gold. I might as well hand it off to the locals.
Yeah, that seems to be really kind of its only useful purpose.
If I can find the locals.
Don't get too wrapped up in this again.
I won't. Alright, fork over some bullshit. Come on. Oh, iron nuggets. 30 of them. Nice.
Oh yeah, that's actually really good.
That's
I
like
don't remember. Go ahead. What?
that's like 3 iron ingots.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna ask. Actually, that's not super good then. I thought it'd be a lot more than that.
Well, if you're not going to use the gold anyways.
Well, yeah, that's true. Fair enough conversion rate, I suppose.
Some of this stuff that he hands out is not too impressive. It's just that it's the only way you can get it in the nether is probably why he hands it out.
Oh, so he's kind of like a resource station in a way.
Yeah, he handed me string, which would not be too impressive, except that that's the only way you can get string down in hell.
Yeah, gotcha.
Alright, well, I've confirmed that you can have chickens down in hell.
And what are you gonna
traded
do with that knowledge?
you know? Stuff
Other
that's
than
gonna
torment
change
some
the
poor
world.
chickens. Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
What? Oh, what?
wait, can I change these? Oh. Oh, I can change emotes. Ah, the rest are all premium. That makes sense.
Is there really a fucking premium emotes? Jesus Christ. If you want to wave to somebody different, gotta pay money.
Well, I assume most of these are dances.
That's even dumber. You know,
Yep.
then fine, let those idiots pay. That's fine. Let the fools soon be departed with their money.
Yep, that's Fortnite right there.
Yeah. I mean, again, I love the concept. A big giant battle royale, huge map, like multiple acres, running around and just like finding random people to shoot and not getting shot by them in return. But no, let's fill it up with a bunch of fucking pop culture shit and dances.
Let's see. Store all this away. Not gonna need any of this stuff.
Here's Pat screaming that conning people is hurting people. Yeah, as I've said before, the same Pat who loved the fact that he conned somebody into selling him an early copy of whatever the game was.
Yep.
Got the guy in trouble, I think he said.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's hurting people when other people do it.
Yeah.
When I do it, it's because everyone does it. Come on, everyone does that.
That does sound like a Pat thing to say.
I love that defense.
What, that everyone does it?
Yeah, we've all eaten a few people.
I mean, it's better when it's actually true. I mean, at least more effective of an argument.
Oh, come on. We've all ran over a grandma or two. Get off your high horse.
And I like that it's specifically a grandma. Not even just a person, but a grandma
Oh,
specifically.
I've not kept count of how many of those I've ran over.
Yeah.
You talk about vehicular homicide. No, sir, I have committed vehicular genocide.
Vehicular grandma side.
Elder side.
Elder side. There's a word for that, and I can't remember what it is.
Ah.
Every time I die in this game, it seems like at least one item that I really didn't want to lose just magically disappears. I go back and find my stuff, and if I'm lucky to find it without getting killed again, which has become increasingly difficult, at least one item seems to be missing. Like right now, I need food. Because I have 3 hearts and 3 food nuggets. 3, whatever, 3,
Chicken legs.
yeah, chicken legs. Some mod packs change what those look like. Sometimes they change into apples, sometimes they change into, like, just generic, like, blocks.
Yeah?
Depends on the pack you get. I like the chicken legs. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, especially when you get real hungry and they start dancing. Ow!
they sort of, they jitter. Go ahead, what were you going to say?
I popped an ankle.
In real life?
No, in the game.
Oh, okay. What, but you just mean you fell, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if there was like that might have been an emote too, for all I know.
Huh?
I don't know what kids are into these days with their emotes.
I think that it's all dances, but I could be wrong.
It's probably all dances. I mean, to be fair, if they are going to have a bunch of emotes, I'm glad that they at least, like correctly observe that the important ones should be free.
Okay, well, I've got a bunch of obsidian down there, but the issue now is getting a diamond pick. Which, actually, I do have diamonds upstairs. I just forgot to make one before I came down.
All right.
But this will be a lot of obsidian because there's a very nice big lava pool to hit.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, is that gold in the ceiling? My friends on the other side will like this.
Oh, you're still in hell. You were out of hell for like
No, I'm
20
not in
minutes, and you
hell.
turn right back around.
I would not be amazed at finding a big pool of lava if I was in hell.
I don't know. When you said your friends on the other side, I thought you meant literally like on the other side of the wall of where you're digging.
No.
I figured, jeez. I mean, you're welcome to go wherever you want, but like after all that shit that you just went through,
Well, I think I've learned my lesson about wandering in hell. From here on out, it's going to be leaving landmarks behind.
yeah, at the very least. I still only have one, or I still need one string to make a fucking fishing pole. Every time I go to get to kill a spider, some shit happens. I've been wanting to have one spare string for like an hour now, probably longer. Every time I go to do it, I either get sidetracked with something or something kills me, or both.
Yeah.
Donkey snout right in my face. All right.
Where did I put those sticks? Did I just dump them on the floor? I guess I did.
Regular kind of thing to do.
Yeah. But I don't. My inventory is not full, so that's. Why would I have done it when my inventory isn't full? I must not have then, because they're not on the floor here, which would have been where I made the sticks. Did I put the sticks in the chest? Yes, I did. Why would I put sticks in a chest?
Yeah, it's an easy thing to do. Just
Not
not really
much.
thinking.
Don't need to safe keep these. Good
Sticks.
lord. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it felt like you just wanted to put them somewhere while you were doing something else, okay. Well, I'm in a chest. Let me offload these. You know, that kind of thing. It happens.
That was probably what happened, yeah, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like an easy absent-minded thing to do. There have been times I've put like flowers or whatever in a chest, just like, okay, let me get rid of this. Instead of thinking, okay, well, no, I need to take the time to separate those and throw them away.
Yeah.
Okay, all you fucking spiders that were chasing me earlier, where are you now?
Oh, that is not the hole I went down. Good to know that hole's there, though. I can explore that later.
It is good to have little, avenues to pursue. It kind of sucks when you're wandering for a long time and you don't really find anything interesting. I mean, you can always like start carving into stuff and hope you find something, but it's neat to have, kind of like advertisements to adventure.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Gold for my friends on the other side. Oh, shit.
They're only your friends when you give them stuff. They're
That's,
kind of taking advantage of you.
yeah, you're right. It's really more of a trade agreement.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let them con you into thinking that you're friends. You're only their friend so much as they can get something. That's not really a true friend.
That's true, but I'm only their friend so much as I can get something.
Well, that's true. I guess it's a mutually a mutual trade agreement.
Yeah? If I couldn't get anything out of them, I'd eat them.
That's a jump. Not even like, whatever, ignore them, argue with them, fight them, challenge them. No, just eat them. Straight up consume them. If they weren't on my good side, I would have to chomp away until they were rendered into fleshy pieces in my stomach.
Woohoo!
What?
Eating people. I love it.
Oh, I thought you meant something happened in game and you were excited. But yeah, eating people is good.
I
Just
love
ask your
eating
favorites.
people.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah, I was gonna say, just ask your favorite celebrity. And strangely enough, accidentally, I actually speaking of wow, what a coincidence! I actually just ran into the food that I talked about losing at my last death. I was not looking for it, and I just ran right into it. And there we go. I found my food. But I'm not able to find a fucking spider anywhere. I thought those fuckers still wandered around during the day, but I'm not seeing any.
Oh,
And one of them would be fine, guys. Just one. That's all I need to make a fishing pole. Another bee's nest, though. That's cool.
it is cool, yeah.
Yeah, actually, several bees nests. Wow.
I forgot
Lots and
the
lots of
odd.
exotic flowers. You forgot what?
I forgot the oddity of lava of obsidian mining. How so much of the obsidian gets destroyed by the lava underneath.
Yeah, I think I kind of remember that being the case as well.
I think I've got it all sorted out pretty cleanly this time, though.
As long as you don't have to have another horrible adventure in hell where everything gets screwed up, then that's a good thing.
Yeah. Boy, there is a lot of lava down here, though.
Well, are you back in hell again?
No, 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 no. I'm still mining the obsidian.
Where are you finding all the lava? Like whereabouts in relation to like your place, Pink's place?
And a cave underneath my house.
Ah, okay. Like directly underneath your house?
Pretty close.
Oh, good deal. Easy supply.
Yeah, this is gonna be definitely enough to wrap up the hell portal on your land. It may be enough to make a hell portal on Pink's.
Well, that would be good.
Yes, it would.
I would enjoy going to hell again. If I go back to the outpost at some point, there's tons of well, I don't know about tons. I can't remember how much there is, but there's a good amount of gold that I just had no idea what to do with. And I thought, well, come in handy for something, I guess. So I wouldn't mind going and doing some trading.
Yeah.
And again, I've been running around now for about 5 straight minutes looking for a spider just to get one piece of string. Any other time of day, I'm sure I would find spiders everywhere, ready to pounce on me when night comes. But right now, no, no, no. I'm getting closer to my house though, and it's about can't tell. A couple minutes from nighttime, so I guess I'll have a spider on me soon enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want a fishing rod to get some fish to further tame these poor cats. That's kind of been like my big long-term goal here for a while.
And the spiders don't spawn very often underground, I guess because they're so wide.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Kind of like how Endermen don't spawn underground often too, because they're too
Too
tall.
tall.
16 pieces of obsidian. Shit.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive actually.
Definitely got enough for making hell portal for Pink.
How many do you need for each one?
10 apiece.
Oh,
Need 3 pieces on either side and 2 pieces on the top and the bottom.
I see. Okay, boy, did I go the wrong way. I'll probably get lost and then get killed as night comes, as has been the case lately.
Oh, yeah.
Are you actually building a portal?
No, I'm just watching the obsidian roll in, brother.
Oh,
Funny thing is, this becomes a fast way to explore new continents as well, because you just go into hell and build a hell portal in hell, and it'll teleport you to you don't know where the fuck where.
that's that's one way to explore.
There is incredible power to be found through the devil.
So I've heard.
Big fan.
Big fan of what, the devil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that too. There's been
About
talk.
me?
Yeah, about you and the devil.
Yeah. It had to go out eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something you can keep under wraps for too long. I mean, you and that swastika flag that you have out in your
Yeah.
front lawn.
The Satanic Nazis of America Association. They're cool guys, really, when you think about it. When you think
I mean,
about it, you
yeah,
gotta
no,
do
I
some
don't think.
thinking, though.
Gotta think really hard. Gotta do some mental gymnastics.
It's only a few hoops, a few more pole vaults, you know.
Yeah.
I can't believe I nearly mixed hoops and pole vaults to make poops.
Oops.
Few mental poops,
A
yeah.
few. Yeah, that's right. Unleash the little tiny fast zombie on me. I'm close to home now, motherfucker. What are you thinking about the mental poops?
Not just the way you said unleash, like, release the tiny zombie.
I mean, he did just kind of just come out of nowhere. He's just suddenly there. It's like, yeah, you're trying to fuck me over, but I'm close to home, so it's just fine this time. Although I'm assuming there probably won't be a spider coming at me anytime soon. Well, it's nighttime. There's got to be a spider coming around sometime.
I'm just now
Well, see,
imagining like Smithers instead of release the hounds. It's release the
at
Smithers?
least the tiny
Release,
zombie.
release the tiny zombie. I've always wanted to say that.
That sounds like something he'd say too. That sounds like a Simpsons line.
Well, it is a Simpsons line,
It is?
Smithers, release the hounds.
No, that, yeah. I thought you meant the tiny zombie was also a line. I was gonna say, oh, that's didn't know that.
Maybe a Treehouse of Horror episode.
Honestly, I could picture him saying that regardless, and just being like out of it. Like we don't have a tiny zombie, sir. Oh well, then
Mr.
release the
Burns.
hounds instead.
Yeah. Smithers, release the silverback gorilla. Mr. Burns, we couldn't buy a silverback gorilla. You killed him. They won't let you have any more after you killed the last 3 for your chest, for your vest.
All right.
Oh, well, release the Tyrannosaurus Rex then. Mr. Burns, those haven't existed for thousands of years.
Well, damn it, man! Release something.
Well, Simpsons is good. Simpsons is good.
Yeah.
And it's not, it's just kind of up there for the paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah, it was right around my understanding is everyone got sick of the show by about well, not necessarily sick of it, but noticed the decline in quality around season 9 into 10. For me, it didn't start until roughly about uh, 12 into 13. I thought there's still some really good episodes in there, although that is when everyone started talking about their dislike of jerk ass Homer, which is I get it, like people were saying,
Jerk
well,
ass
Homer
Homer is
turned
one
into like
thing.
he
Like, I mean, of course, the Skinner episode is notoriously a kick in the balls, but it always
yeah,
bugged
that one
me.
sucks.
Flanderization was always the one that got me.
That's the one that yeah, 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 either way, I guess that one's more egregious to me than the the jerk ass Homer thing. I just never got really that bothered by it. People were like, "Oh, well, Homer started as, kind of like a loving dad or whatever, and then now he's like, just obviously an asshole and he's mean-spirited." And it's like, yeah, I mean, they're right. There were several episodes, well, I guess several seasons where that was apparently, the thing. But I guess it just didn't really bother me as much. It was like, well, whatever. It's a comedy show. Who cares? But it's understandable.
Yeah. I mean, Homer was a jerk ass in the first season, too, back when it was basically just Tracy Ullman Simpsons.
Yeah, he was always, like a grumpy. I mean, he was always like strangling his son. I mean, that's a pretty jerky thing to do. It's
Yeah.
like I guess everyone was okay with that as long as he wasn't like saying mean-spirited things at the same time. I remember they were talking to the commentators, the writers, whatever. Even Matt Grady himself. They were on. They did a really good job of appearing on every episode of the DVD. Every single episode of the show. We're talking hundreds of episodes.
Yeah.
There are shows that have like whatever, like 40 episodes that the people won't even do commentary for. So very impressive. And one of the things that I learned was that they said that there was going to be a gag where I think they said something like Bart was
Oh,
going
he
to
was gonna
strangle.
strangle
He's going
Lisa.
to yeah, and they were like they realized no, we can't do that. Just doesn't seem right at all.
Yeah.
And it's like that's kind of I mean I agree with them, but it's like well that's really kind of a sexist double standard. It's like oh it's
Yeah.
okay to strangle a 10-year-old boy, but not an 8-year-old girl. Yeah. Where do you draw the line? I guess right. I mean I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to see him strangle Maggie.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Though I would definitely believe there's an episode out there where Maggie strangles him.
I think there is. Yes, I do think there is.
It makes me think of King of the Hill. The episode Bobby's sitting in Hank's office. Dad, why is it that if man kisses a lot of girls, that's normal, but if a girl kisses a lot of boys, she's a slut? And Hank just says, "It's called the double standard, Bobby. Don't knock it. We got the long end of the stick on that one."
Yeah, you're right. I think I remember that gag. I didn't remember that's what it was about though. Like hearing the punchline, I remember the punchline, but I didn't remember that was the setup.
Like, it's funny that like Hank acknowledges it's bullshit, but just says like, look, we can't argue on this one.
Us.
This is the one where we actually won out.
Yeah.
That's always the thing about Hank. That's what makes him special as a comedy character. Is he's self-aware and not entirely just defined by the comedic tropes, right? It
Yeah.
never feels like Hank is funny just for the sake of being funny.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That a lot of the humor is character humor, in
Yeah,
that like the character himself is funny without necessarily trying to tell like obviously funny jokes.
yeah, yeah, and I think that's a little bit of the issue with Jerkass Homer is that at a certain point, the priority changed from having Homer be a character to we have thought up a funny joke. Let's put Homer in it, even though Homer wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And of course, then there's Peter Griffin.
Yeah, I've not seen anywhere nearly not anywhere nearly as much Family Guy as any of the other shows, but yeah, from what I've seen, it's I guess from what I can tell, the characters are all like completely malleable to fit the joke.
Yeah,
There was there was I did enjoy the fact that there was one episode where Stewie I can't remember exactly what happened to him. He got like a really bad head trauma and like his brain began being exposed. and the kids, because the kids were like they were playing with him, and he fell down the stairs, I think, and, like a big gash opened up in his head, and he was like in a coma, and the kids like kind of like went around acting like he was awake and totally coherent, and they would just like cover up his head wound with like ball caps and headbands and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
when Peter finally found out, he said something like, okay, kids, so how long has Stewie had his brain out, just like he's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, just kind of like, all right, what'd you do? I thought that was pretty funny, and I hate the character, so Stewie, that is. I hate Stewie, so that worked out fine for me.
Yeah.
Just never got the appeal. It's like, oh, it's so funny. Like I asked a friend of mine once, like he was laughing so hard at something Stewie did, and my friend was like, oh, it's so funny because like he would, there's people in life who are like that. They're like total assholes. I'm like, yeah, you don't laugh at them in real life, do you? Do you want to be around them? No, you don't. They're unpleasant. So why are you laughing at them on TV? I'm sure I'm a hypocrite. At some point, I'm sure there's been a character who was an asshole, and I wouldn't have liked him in real life, but I found it funny in a TV show. But it's like so much of the appeal of Stewie is that he's just like a whatever, just like a wise ass, and he's very narcissistic and arrogant, and it's just like
Cartman.
I don't that too, yeah. Yeah, God, I'm so fucking long since sick of
Yeah.
Cartman.
Cartman, yeah, Cartman. It became clear at some point that Trey and Kyle, what are their fucking names? Trey and Matt. Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
it became obvious some time ago that Trey and Matt consider Cartman their favorite character to write. At
Oh, they
least part.
openly said it. At one point, they finally just said, "Yeah, he's straight up our favorite character."
Yeah, and I think it's partly just that they like to make jokes about characters being dicks, but also a little bit like Cartman's the most well built for explicitly offensive humor, right? And which is of course
Yeah,
their entire, it's what they got famous for and get paid for.
right. And it was fine at first, and sometimes still is. I mean, what I've seen of the character, well, I haven't watched the show, like caught up with the show. I mean, I've watched it recently, but I haven't watched new episodes recently. But I mean, I have no doubt that the character still is funny. I mean, the character often was. It's the same writers, and they're, I'm sure, still on top of their game. But there was just a trend there between like seasons 5, 6, 7 thereafter. Like after he did the whole Scott Tenorman thing. Do you remember that episode? It's a very famous one.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
I'm aware.
yeah. After that, it basically was like now Cartman's just like this evil mastermind who's like always coming up with like schemes, and for some reason he just transitioned into just despising Kyle because he's a Jew. Like, where did that come from?
Yep.
Like what's just inherently funny about that? And they beat it to death. It's like every episode he's, "How you doing, Jew?" It's like this is still funny to people, and anytime there's like some kind of like scheme like happening in the episode, like anytime the kids are like wanting to pull some kind of scam or whatever, it's like it's always Cartman who thinks it up. Like again, like he went from just being like a it's funny because he doesn't know that he's saying racist things, way back in season 1, the Halloween episode, like he dressed in a Hitler costume because he didn't understand that Hitler was, well, he kind of did actually. He had sort of like a little a brief dream sequence where he saw Hitler like doing his thing with the troops, and Cartman was like, "Oh, that's so cool," but he didn't like. You didn't get the impression that he loved it because he understood it. He didn't think like, "Oh, Hitler's cool because he hates Jews and so do I." You're left with the impression that he's a dumb little kid.
Yeah.
He sees a charismatic person and you think that's cool, and then then the gag later on in the episode is then the principal, I almost said president, the principal is like, oh, you can't do that here, let's whip you up a different costume, and they put him in sheets, and of course he looks like a KKK member, a Klansman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, that the humor is that he's a kid and he doesn't know it's offensive. But then there's the episode where he sees Passion of the Christ and he decides to literally become Hitler. He starts like gathering people together to eliminate the Jews. And it's like that is like I'm not even personally offended by it. I'm insulted by the idea that that's supposed to be funny.
What
But
like
to so many
it's
people it is. I don't get it. What's funny about it?
like with Family Guy, part of the issue is that the characters do not exist as characters. They are vessels for whatever joke Seth MacFarlane came up with. For South Park, the characters at a certain point, for the most part, stopped being characters and became vessels for Trey and Matt's political commentary.
Yeah, that's also true.
Because the entire point of the Passion of the Christ episode is everybody overreacting, when in the end it's just kind of a movie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that's the entire gimmick, is that on one hand, like, the principal or Kyle's mom or whoever overreacts horribly to it, and, and saying, that it's offensive and all this and that. And Cartman reacts horribly to it by turning super anti-Semitic. But Stan and
Yeah.
Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong, they go to see the movie and they're just like, what? What was the big deal? It's just kind of a
Uh,
bad movie about
yeah.
Jesus.
Stan doesn't think much of it. Kyle is horrified by the violence, and because of that, they go to Mel Gibson to try and get their money back.
Oh, and that's what leads to fucking crazy Mel Gibson, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then in the meantime, like by the end of the episode, Cartman literally has like a group of the
Aryan Brotherhood?
well, no, oh, that's kind of funny too. I'm not able to fish here, I guess. Like, how do you actually reel in the fish?
You just let it out, you just throw it out and wait until it bobs below the water, and then you pull back with the left trigger again.
I've been doing that, and I'm not. It doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, I'm not getting any fish. I'll try again. I'm doing
Where are you
something wrong,
fishing?
obviously. Well, I mean, fish are biting. I'm fishing on the on the lake or whatever outside my property. Yeah, maybe I'm not letting it bob down enough or something. Let me
Yeah,
continue to wait and
let
see
it
what
get
happens here.
below the water before you pull.
Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. I wasn't letting it get far down enough. Okay.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I have 72 obsidian. I think I can just come
Oh
back down
Jesus.
here another day for more obsidian if I need it. I went from having 4 to 72. What the fuck?
Yeah, you can make half a dozen portals now.
Yeah.
I think that'll cover it.
Good lord. Excellent. He said, good lord. I was a little turned into James Earl Jones there a little bit. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
It's a little like horse whinnying that completes it. Like, that just
Yes.
compounds the disbelief.
Yeah, I totally agree
That's
with that. It'd be one thing if you said nonsense, but no, he says it like with astonishment.
like it's one of those little acting tricks that so many of those Shakespearean guys learn.
Yeah, because on the script, I'm sure it just said something like whatever, like well, whatever, uh, you know,
Nonsense.
surprised rejection or whatever. Yeah, in
Well,
parentheses.
some of the
Yeah,
scripts they don't give any direction for the emotions. They just put the lines.
yeah, that's true. I think that's probably the most common.
Yeah.
Yeah, just here's what you need to say, and there'll be like maybe like a basic guideline, like surprised, happy, whatever. Like Joe is angry. He then says, and then there's a line. I guess it depends on the director.
Probably, yeah.
Some of them seem to really encourage coming up with their own deliveries and so forth, whereas other ones are really like hands-on controlling everything.
Yeah, I remember Morgan Freeman at one point getting asked in an interview. He gets asked like, "You work with Clint Eastwood a lot. He can be kind of controversial with some folks. How do you feel about him?" And Morgan Freeman more or less says, like, Clint's one of my favorites to work with because he just gets the fuck out of my way, more or less."
Yeah, yeah, that's good. A lot of actors like that, but then there are
Yeah.
some who want more direction. It's interesting. Some of them are kind of lost. They're like,
Well, I
yeah, he just.
imagine more than anything else, the interviewer was probably looking for a political answer, right?
Oh, you mean like the people who ask Freeman that specific
Yeah.
question? Oh, okay, yeah, but yeah. Well, yeah, it's quite possible.
But yeah, I'm not sure I've ever recalled an actor who has explicitly stated, like, no, I want one who gives loads of direction.
I can't remember who, but I have heard that before. I've heard people who say
Yeah,
stuff like, "Yeah, they've really kind of helped me fashion the direction of my character, and they take me in directions I hadn't necessarily thought about, and they work with me to kind of get into the guy's head, that kind of thing." There's some actors that really like that. Like George Lucas, for example, he's famously said that he's not a good actor director. He just says action, and some of the actors are like, "Well, like how should we do this? Give us some quote direction."
yeah, yeah, and that,
He's the extreme though. He's a good example of the other side.
yeah, I think you can kind of tell with some of those examples because there are some actors who are able to work just fine in that environment and they'll go out and do what they're going to do. Because with George Lucas, you get, obviously the entirety of those movies are beloved, but some of the performances leave something to be desired.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, unquestionably. I think the performances didn't start getting really good until, I don't know, maybe like God, starting with probably episode 3, and then the new ones. I'm loath to say it, but the acting is the newer ones are probably the best acting out of all the series.
Yeah.
Well, Return of the Jedi was pretty good. Like Luke in Return of the Jedi was good. Han in Empire was
Well,
good.
Luke, by the time of Return of the Jedi, had to fucking. Mark Hamill had to more or less work on his own because old David Prowse in the suit was now just starting to say nonsense because he was pissed that James Earl Jones was getting the credit instead of him.
And have you heard clips of him in the costume doing his lines? It was so like beyond not intimidating.
I've not, but
He
I've heard he had a really high pitched kind of
he
nasally
did.
voice.
Yeah, he kind of spoke like this, like, okay, Luke, now you go over there, and I'm
Yeah,
going to bring the Death Star upon you, like that kind of.
yeah,
Wow, okay, that's spooky, man. Yeah, that's wow. Leader of
yeah.
the galaxy, huh?
And he'd already started dicking around, just not saying his lines by the time of Empire Strikes Back, right?
I don't know, actually. You'd think I'd know something like that.
I thought I heard that like Mark Hamill more or less had to just try and figure out the way James Earl Jones was going to say you are look in your heart, you know it to be true, the whole gimmick there.
Right.
Because David
That's quite
Prowse is more or
possible.
less just going up there and going like, Kellogg's cereal offers a multitude of good deals. Because he was still showing up to work for the Vader paycheck, but he's so fucking pissed he wasn't getting credited for the role.
Right.
So negotiate a better contract, dumbass. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Although on
fire
their
your
part, you think
agent.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I can understand being upset, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, that's I think the only other big role. I mean, not the only other, the only big role he ever had.
Well,
He was
maybe
in
if
A
he was more of
Clockwork
a fucking
Orange, but it was
professional, he'd have got more.
yeah, that's quite possible. Yeah, I have I forgot to mention I have a pufferfish. I fished out a pufferfish at one point.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I have
could.
no idea what to do with it, but I got one.
I think you could eat those. I don't remember.
Oh, I've been fishing some interesting things. I just fished out an enchanted book.
Oh,
I got a water bottle.
oh.
Yeah, it says equipment. I don't know exactly what it does. I guess it. Well, obviously, presumably carries water. I don't know if I don't know what makes it different than a bucket.
Oh, a water bottle. Yes, yes, yes. A water bottle. You put it in a potion brewing stand, and it'll eventually make it into a potion.
Oh, okay. There you come.
Hello there.
Howdy.
It's the Hell Portal delivery service.
Have you actually crafted it already?
Well, I don't
You have
craft
to
it per
build it,
se
right?
like you're thinking.
Yeah, you actually have to stand the thing up and build it, right?
Yes, I do. Let's see.
Now, you didn't
One,
ask where
two.
I want it to go.
Well, I already put the obsidian here.
Well, we could always break it down. But
Do
nah,
you
it's
not like
fine.
this spot? Okay.
Nah, it's all right. It's probably a pretty good spot because it's not super close to my house, but it's close enough. Like it's not going to interfere with anything, but it's not super far away either.
That's what I was thinking when I put these two obsidian down.
Yeah. Oh, there comes the bed monster.
Oh, hey, a spider. How about that?
Really?
Yeah,
Figures.
he didn't drop any string.
Oh, that's all right. I already got the string I needed just for the fishing rod. I've been fine since.
All right. Portal to hell, open.
All right. Now, I
You
myself, well, I might dip into it just to check, but I'm not going to go on a huge hell adventure today because what happened to you, obviously. I don't want the
put
same
on
to
some
happen to
gold
me.
boots or a good gold helmet first.
Right.
But either way, you, sir, are now the proud owner of a brand spanking new portal straight to fucking hell.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Let me torch it up so it draws more of an immediate silhouette in the night. Oh, there's a drowned just spinning in circles here. I'll let him be.
Fuck that thing.
No reason to interrupt him. He seems like a rare peaceful drowned. More interested in watching his own ass than killing people.
All right. With that fish haul, I was able to both tame the kitties that I caught earlier, and they just already made a kitten. I'm
Excellent.
very yeah. Been wanting that for a while.
And now you can just start breeding cats and make a ton of them and leave them all over the property, and creepers will just never want to go anywhere in your
Oh, I
land
forgot
ever.
about that. That's right. They'll turn away the creepers. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, the creepers are scared shitless of them. Even if the creepers are pursuing you, if they see a cat, they'll just go, "Oh, fuck that," and turn around and run away.
Oh, that's excellent because I kept on thinking, man, I want to be able to let them wander around my property, at least within the realms of the fence. But I didn't want a creeper to happen to roll up and blow one up. I would have been really sad about that. But yeah, I forgot I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, cute little tiny
Okay.
kitten. Yeah, what's up?
Each of the Star Wars, pick one character that isn't, one actor that isn't replaced with a Muppet. The rest of the cast is replaced with Muppets. Did they already
Okay,
do
wait.
that? They couldn't have. They didn't already
I
do that, did they?
They were really big with the Muppets back then. They had like a I think like a Muppet special hosted by Mark Hamill as Luke.
They
Yeah,
did
they actually
Family.
I think they already did that, believe it or not. They did Family Guy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
They did Family Guy Star Wars. Who gives a
Yeah, they
shit about
did.
that? But
Yeah, I have to agree.
fucking Family Guy Star Wars. What's wrong with people?
Yeah, I mean it's cool that Seth MacFarlane loves Star Wars so much. I'm all in favor of that. But yeah, it's like I that same friend earlier who loves Stewie. He showed it to me. He showed me the first of I guess now three Family Guy Star Wars, and it was like, yeah, all right. They made one good joke that I remember though. At the
Oh,
beginning of yeah, go ahead.
isn't that the beginning of Return of the Jedi?
No, no, I
Oh,
actually what's the one you're because I didn't see that one, so you can go ahead and tell me about it. I'm sure I haven't seen the part you're talking about.
so Peter is Han and Brian is Chewie, right?
Yeah.
Which naturally makes Lois Leia. But they get to Return of the Jedi, where of course Lando's replaced Han in the Millennium Falcon, and Peter then is naturally replaced by Cleveland as Lando. Jesus Christ, everything in their mother is trying to attack me out here. I'm gonna go back to the middle of the fucking sea.
Wait, where are you by the way? Are you at the end of my property there?
No, I headed off to continue the Hell Portal construction process.
Oh,
But
okay.
either way, yeah. Lando, Cleveland, naturally as Lando, replaces Peter as Han, and he's just there, wearing Han's clothes like Lando does in the movie, just kind of like that. And Brian Noy points out that, dude, it's why are you wearing Han's clothes? That is so fucking weird. And then Brian stops and looks at the camera and says, "They did this in the actual movie, by the way. Pay attention. Lando is wearing Han's outfit for some reason." And ordinarily, I don't like directly calling attention to the joke, but I appreciate that the joke is just directly there, calling how fucking weird it is that, yeah, Lando, for some reason, on top of taking back the Millennium Falcon, also apparently in the process stole Han's clothes.
I actually don't even. It's funny that you say that you said pay attention because off the top of my head, I don't remember that. I'd have to go back. I mean, they make a clear deal out of it, so it must be true. But I don't remember that. Like I'm distinctly remembering like even the action figures that I owned, and I don't remember any of them actually looking like Han, like Lando as Han. But yeah, I'll have to go back and look.
The only reason I remembered it, part of why I found it funny was because I remembered seeing like either in toy stores or one of the video games that there was Lando wearing Han's clothes, and it made me notice like, why is Lando wearing Han's clothes? And the next time I saw Return of the Jedi as a little kid, I was like, what the fuck? Why is Lando wearing Han's clothes?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, I'll have to go back and look, but that is pretty strange. I don't remember ever hearing it discussed, announced, explained, anything.
It makes me wonder if it's one of those things where, like, in the lore, in the little books, they explain, like, oh no, that was Lando's outfit to begin with. Han not only stole the Millennium Falcon, he stole the fucking clothes off Lando's back.
You know that series has gotten so much discourse that I think that over time people have come up with all kinds of like semi-official answers that have probably since become accepted as canon. Like the whole extended universe thing. Like there's like explanations for everything you couldn't care less about. So I'm sure that's in there somewhere.
Yep.
Now, do the okay? So the creepers stay away from the cats. I don't recall. Do they also stay away from the ocelots, or is it just the cats?
Good question. I don't know.
Eh, it doesn't matter either way. There's a fish for you, kitty. Where's the other kitty? There you are. Go make another kitten.
Okay, let's see. That's I've rebuilt the hell portal that is down the coast from your place.
Did you say you've rebuilt it?
Yeah.
Why did you have to rebuild it?
Well, you remember it's partly torn up.
Partly torn up. The hell portal near my place was partly torn up.
Excuse me, excuse me. There was a coastal hell portal between you and Pink's properties. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Is that the one you're talking about? Not the one that you just built. You mean you're talking about the one on the river?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
yeah. I rebuilt that one.
I see.
Thought it'd be nice.
So is that one okay just to pop in now? Any one of us can just go into it and it's ready to go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna rebuild the one near Pink's property. I'm gonna rebuild the one over in the African savannah he wandered into.
All right.
That's
Have a
gonna
lot
be
of portals then.
effectively 5 built in the whole world. Though ideally, one of them, way down south, we won't be hitting.
Why? Well, I'm fine with that, but what do you mean? Like, ideally, why is that a good idea to not hit that one?
If we do, then it means somebody's gonna be really fucking lost.
Oh, okay. Is that the one you were in that whole time?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Fucking curse!
What?
The goddamn eye fish curse. I went a little bit too close to the damn undersea ruin and
Oh.
had a curse applied to me.
How do you get rid of said curse? It just goes away in time?
You can drink milk if you find
Oh, yeah.
huh, an underwater hell portal. Something tells me that won't work.
You never know till you try.
Well, I ain't trying.
Well, then you'll never know.
I'm comfortable with that.
Oh. Where's your spirit of adventure?
In hell.
Yeah, apparently. You spent a long time there.
Hmm.
Why am I suddenly not getting fish? Damn it! I'm not reeling anything in.
You need fish to make the cats breed, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, there. I finally got one. I don't know what to do with this pufferfish. It's probably edible, as you said, but it seems like it's probably, I don't know, it feels like it'd be rare enough to be used for something else. Might not be, though. Maybe once you get a fishing pole and fish for a while, you might get, dozens of them.
I really don't know.
Yeah, can't say. This might be the first time I've ever fished in this game.
Oh no.
What?
Are there any cows nearby I can milk? I'm trying to fix the hell portal near Pink's house. It's got a few broken bits in it, but I still have the mining fatigue curse.
Oh. Well, my place has several. He did say that there were some in the jungle. We were talking about how weird it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for one of them. I got a free bucket.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some over there somewhere.
I see a panda. I don't think I can milk that.
Gross.
Oh, kitty cat, actually. Let's see.
Not even an ocelot, but a cat. You found a cat?
Ocelot, yeah.
Oh, okay, an ocelot. I think you meant an actual cat.
Of all the ocelot. Snake, I was so fucking gay for Big Boss.
Yay for Big Boss. Why are you telling me this?
It's always the start of an explanation when Snake says that.
It is. It's basically like the audience surrogate saying, "Well, tell me more."
Yeah. Snake, homosexuality is sexual interactions between two men.
Sexual interactions between two men.
Yeah, Snake. Are you fucking stupid?
You dumbass.
Clearly you did not inherit big bosses and great wit. Did you use raw fish or cooked fish to tame that cat?
Raw.
Okay.
I'm assuming cooked would have worked as well, but I didn't try. Might even have worked better. I don't know. I didn't even think to test it.
Snake, you dumb, worthless motherfucker. Do you ever get out of the house?
I spent a lot of time in Alaska.
Oh, that
Oh,
explains it with the stupid fucking governor.
Palin. That was it. Sarah Palin.
Do you want to know what I just got fishing?
Well, yeah, what?
A saddle?
Really?
Yeah?
It's kind of unbelievable, but good for you. Good luck. There you go.
What was that doing down there?
That's, that's a good question. I mean, it makes as much sense as boots or anything. I fished out a book.
I fished out a bowl, a wooden bowl.
Be really cool if there was a random chance to get anything. You've also what?
Imagine if you could fish out animals. Like, you just pull a fucking cow out of the water. It moves all the way through the air as it flies back towards you.
Kind of sad, really. Now, what did you... I know, obviously, you wanted the saddle for the, for some kind of transportation, but do you have a specific goal in mind?
The pig. I want to ride pigs, brother.
That was it. The whole time it was because you wanted to ride a pig. All right. Well, fair enough. Who might argue?
When you get your horse ranch running, we can have more impressive mounts, but... By the way, I should mention to you, this game actually has a horse breeding mechanic where the horses, the child of two horses will have a mixture of their differing stats.
Oh, I forgot they even have stats. How do you even find out what they are?
Hopping on their back.
It'll tell you somehow?
Yeah, you'll be able to see the horse's stamina and health.
Oh, you mean like you'll see like a health bar, that kind of thing?
Yeah, the horse has its own health bar and stamina bar, similar to your own.
Okay, I never noticed.
Leather?
You fished out leather?
I guess that makes as much sense as the saddle.
Yeah, I really did. Yeah. Although again, it does kind of beg the question: why is there leather under there? What led to that?
Yeah, there's probably enough fish to... Oh my god, a cow! Everything's coming up Millhouse!
See? It's everything you were looking for. Everything you've ever dreamed of.
Ah, the sweet milk, it cures what ails you.
I mean, I guess in a way milk is kind of like that. I mean, it's really good for you, does all kinds of good stuff for your body, it tastes good, etc., etc. It's kind of like the miracle drink.
Yeah. I want to get this hell portal running before I tame that cat. It's going to be a pleasant surprise for Pink when he comes back. He's going to find a gateway to hell in his front yard. I know he's been waiting for it.
I guess he has, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's just been saying it every other episode, like, man, what I wouldn't do for a gateway directly to fucking hell. He even says fucking, which is pretty unusual for him.
It's unusual for Pink, yeah.
I can't wait for a goddamn fucking gateway to hell, guys. Oh, shit.
Yay, I made my little cat turn into a big cat.
Yeah.
Or wait, did I do that? I think it happened by itself. I don't know. Well, either way, no more fish, guys. I'm out.
Yeah. Pink gets the biggest hell portal out of us, actually.
I didn't know you can make them different sizes.
Yeah. It
Oh,
has to minimum be 6. It has to minimum be 2 width and 3 height. But beyond that, you can make it as big as you want.
is there any value in making it bigger?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, then go for it, I guess.
Kitty cat.
Did you get that cat to take back to your house as your creeper guard?
Well, I fed it raw cod, and now I can't feed it anymore. Did you feed it salmon?
I fed it both, and they all seemed effective. Just raw fish in general.
Now, well, yeah, now it won't eat anything, unfortunately.
Um, yeah, that happened to me earlier. Remember? Not today, but a couple sessions ago, I think. I got a
Oh,
cat,
you
and I
need
was
to do
like,
it slowly over time. That's right. I
"Oh, do
forgot about
you?
that. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I guess in a way it makes it's their semi-realistic way of saying that the animal is full." Instead of hearing all the cow noises and everything, the moos and all the dog barks like at your place, I'm hearing a symphony of cat meows. It's nice. Oh, and did I just hear the sound of a merchant? Yes, I did. He's over there in my garden, probably plowing all over my crops.
Once we actually get to selling stuff to the regular villagers to get emeralds, we can actually buy stuff from the merchant.
Most of what he sells is crap, though. There's occasionally some good stuff. They literally are just trampling over my fucking crops. You guys better not be damaging them. Alpacas jumping all over him and shit. He's just standing in my potato garden. You have a bunch of shit to offer, I bet, don't you? What is this? What is this crap? Sand dye, fire coral block, lily of the valley. That's interesting. That's the Breaking Bad plant. Sugar canes, rooted
Was that not
dirt.
poisonous?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's important.
Yeah. And another bucket of
What
fish.
the actual fuck?
What? What's happening?
There is a zombie villager with a baby zombie villager riding it.
Oh yeah, I've never seen the baby villagers. I've seen the zombies being baby zombies being ridden by zombies, but never villager versions.
Yeah, weird. Okay.
Interesting. Have you
Boy,
seen the regular form that I was saying? Have you ever seen the zombies being ridden by baby zombies, just not villager versions?
no, I've never seen the regular
Oh,
version. No.
oh, okay. I would have mentioned that earlier. I figured that you would have probably seen plenty, but if I had seen some, I figured, well, all the traveling you've been doing, surely you've seen them, but I guess not.
No?
Yep, just a full-grown zombie just roaming around with a little one ready to hop off of his back.
Yeah. Kind of neat, but weird.
Yeah, like a little zombie family, I guess. Maybe like a zombie dad and his son.
That's kind of what I was figuring, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it till now, to be honest.
Boy, how many fish did you have to feed the cats to tame them?
It's oh god, it's hard to say because my whole situation was weird. Remember, I kind of like abducted my cats, so it's hard to say if like I don't know at what point if they ever became tame or what. They kind of like after I stole them, then I tried to give them a few fish, and that kind of like sort of mellowed them out. They didn't run as much, but they still apparently weren't tame, and it took me feeding several more to tame them at a whole different time, which was just now. So
Yeah.
in total, I'd say maybe 6 to 8, I guess maybe per cat,
Yeah, I
something
fed
like
this
that.
one like 10.
And he's still not.
Yeah.
He's not following you or anything.
It must be that it's something different, because it seems like I'm just making them horny.
Yeah, with me, I mean, I don't know if lashing them has anything to do with it, but I mean, again, I lashed them, entrapped them, and then once they were in my enclosure, I just, whenever I, had some more fish, I'd go over there and give them to them. And only today did they finally come around to being tame. So it was kind of a multi-stage process. You can take one of mine if you need one.
Nope. Yeah, that's making him horny. Okay, that's a baby ocelot. Okay, is it cooked fish then that does the job?
I honestly do not think I've been giving them cooked fish. I can't
Yeah,
remember
but
the last time I actually cooked a fish.
haven't you said you weren't taming ocelots? You were taming an already tamed cat.
Well, my ocelots now are tame though as well, and I did not cook the fish that I gave to them.
I'll give it a shot. Just because
Yeah, I don't.
that wasn't working at all. It was definitely just making him horny.
Yeah, I mean you can try.
Son of a bitch.
What?
Oh, I was throwing a spider eye.
Oh,
Bullshit inventory filler.
yeah, it really is. Fucking zombie, where'd you come from? I hate when there's little tiny indiscernible gaps in my lighting and zombies just around. It's like, okay, where'd he come from?
For fuck's sakes. Has it really
What?
been that long since I last slept?
Oh yeah. If you've
Okay.
got one of those things, I should too, but I don't see one.
This this is cooked salmon. Okay. Nope, he wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I don't
Piss.
know the pattern exactly how. I mean, again, you could just take one of mine. I
I
can
want.
spare an ocelot. I can get another one. I think I have
I'm
three.
so close on these.
Yeah, that is true.
The fuck just broke? My helmet. That makes sense. I have iron back at home. I can do fine with it. Hmm. Fucking stalagmites.
Where are you finding those?
Down in the caves, but they've been filling up my inventory
Oh, you're
since.
in. Yeah, yeah. In that sinkhole, there's an endless supply of those, so
Oh
I
yeah.
think you'd probably spare to get rid of them.
Yeah, I've not been in need for them ever.
I'm sure they do something, but I can't remember what. Whatever it is, it's probably not that important.
Fuck's sakes! Everything's spawning now.
Yeah, it really is. Are you anywhere near a bed?
No.
Oh, okay. Why are you everywhere where there's not a bed?
Because I'm trying to do things.
But you're always like, you should take a bed with you or something. You're never
Well,
near
then that's
one.
gonna fuck up my spawn point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it will, yeah. But as long as you've always got the bed with you, then you'll always have a traveling spawn point, and then the rest of us can sleep, and I have to suffer through this nonsense.
Suffer, I don't give a shit.
I know you don't. Otherwise, you would have fixed this by now. It's a lot of kitties. 4 cats sitting on my bed. Hi, guys. They turn to look at you like your dogs do. That's funny. I didn't know they'd do that.
Yeah, especially if you're carrying food.
Oh, yeah, I would assume that if I'm carrying food, they'd run right up to me. Here's an ocelot right there. Sticking halfway through my door. There he is. Still don't know what to feed a fox, though. I guess I haven't tried in a while.
Chicken meat is what you were last thinking, but you didn't actually get around to trying it, right?
No, that's true. I guess I can go kill one now. I think I have a couple chickens to spare. I think. I don't know. Pink killed one, so I might be down a chicken. I actually don't see any chickens. Hmm. Well, I know I had two at one point.
Okay, raw salmon. Where is that cat?
Oh, oh, I hooked my cat. I'm so sorry. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Poor little critter.
I'm losing it. This can't be it.
What?
I'm looking up what you use to tame an ocelot.
All right. I'm telling you, I got him with fish. I don't know what I did differently.
It just keeps making them horny.
Yeah, I can't explain it. Yeah, what you doing out here?
Oh! The nightmare
Yeah.
creatures also hate cats and stay away from them.
Oh, good. Nice. That's a benefit. Cats are great.
Oh!
All right, what's the trick?
Wait, what is this? Wait. Wait!
What?
Did they change? Oh my god. Ocelots no longer turn into cats.
I didn't know they ever did.
It used to be that if you fed an ocelot
Oh,
fish.
that's right. When it domesticated, it would turn into a cat. That's right. I do remember that.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
What?
That I've been sitting here this entire time trying to turn an ocelot into a cat.
Oh, I didn't know you were specifically trying to do that. I thought you just wanted to tame the ocelot.
No, I don't want a fucking ocelot.
Oh, well, they're cool.
I want a cat.
Oh, well, you can still have one of mine, as long as you promise to take care of it.
Well, those are yours now. I can't take those.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, I mean, all I had to do was I found they're always there at a village, so I just
Yeah,
lashed a couple,
yes.
took them home, and fed them, and they were mine then.
That's what I'm reading now is that yes, the what you do the ocelot you don't even get to really tame them and keep them unless you leash them over to your property like you did.
Yeah.
What it is now is that if you want a cat, you have to find a village, and there'll be stray cats around a village that you then tame.
Oh,
Okay, that
I
explains
accidentally
why
did it
that.
exactly right.
Yeah, that's why I was like getting so frustrated and saying like, no, Mike, you can't do that. If it's in cat form, it's already owned by somebody. Okay, that explains that. Cause I was so fucking, I was frustrated the whole time. Like, oh god damn it, Mike, if it's a cat, then it already has an owner. You don't see an unowned cat. There's no such fucking thing. But apparently there is.
I guess they're at the village, but they're not owned. They're strays. They're just hanging out at the village, but they're not owned by villagers. They live there, but they don't have an owner.
Somehow I am getting a fucking cat. I am traveling until I find a goddamn village.
Every village, there's a couple still at the village by the outpost. I was never able to get them yet.
I think I saw one across the sea from Pink's place, though. A village, I mean. Not necessarily a
Oh, okay.
cat.
Yeah, it seems to be a reliable place to get them.
Oh, that's so frustrating. I was just
I
doing
mean,
it wrong.
I guess we had a miscommunication because I didn't know that you were feeding the ocelot trying to make it transform. In my mind, you were just trying to get the ocelot to come with you, and I was like, well, just feed it. That's all I did. I, I didn't know that you were waiting for a magic poof. It's going to turn into a different creature. Although, yeah, you're right. That is how it used to work. Like the ocelot was the untamed version of a cat. It was that simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if the wolf, like it used to be like if the wolf, when you fed it enough bones, turned into a fucking chihuahua.
It would turn into a chihuahua.
No, I'm saying like it would be like that.
Oh,
Oh, for
it would be
fuck's
like that. Yeah.
ah!
I mean, are you serious though? You spent hours in hell accomplishing almost nothing, and that's bothering you? The cat thing? You wasted a lot more time trying to get out of hell.
The cat thing bothered me because it was blatantly me wasting time because my prior knowledge was just incorrect. Well, no, it
I
was
guess that's
correct, but
true.
it was changed to be
No longer
incorrect.
accurate. Yeah. I mean, that's, you got to learn somewhere or another, I guess. I mean, I had forgotten all about that even being a thing till you mentioned it, which is, I guess, why I didn't assume that that's what you were trying to do.
And like the thing that's frustrating about it is that like yes, that totally makes sense. You cannot make an ocelot transform into a cat, but you used to be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently so.
Uh,
Kitty cat, how'd you get out? Speaking of cats, one of them is out here while I'm fishing. How and why did you get out of the pen? What are you doing out here, little guy? I got fish for you. Come back home. Let's get you back inside. In fact, it'll be faster if I lash ya. Come here, little guy. All right, out we go. There you go.
I swear there's a village out here. Or a broken hell portal, whichever one is fine by me. I'll repair the broken hell portal too while I'm out in this side of the country.
You seem to have encountered a couple of villages, or at least you passed them by. I remember saying, like, damn it, you have a couple different villages, and I got the shitty one full of dead people.
Damn
Although I
it.
did get these cats out of it, so what are you gonna say?
Damn it, Bobby.
Oh yeah, I should have thought so.
Damn it, Bobby. Jerry Seinfeld's killing people.
I like that he's telling Bobby that, like, as if Bobby can do anything about it.
Well, I guess Bobby, because he's really into comedy, is like, Dad, I want to be Jerry Seinfeld. No,
Yeah, that's true.
Jerry Seinfeld eats people.
Besides, Bobby, your comedy sucks. You're
No,
not
my,
funny. You're a bastard. What that has to do with comedy, I don't know. You're not funny, Bobby. You're a piece of shit.
Bobby, I'm not unconvinced that your father might be John Redcorn.
He's everyone's father.
John Redcorn has existed for centuries, impregnating every woman in Ireland.
Oh,
Bobby,
little tiny
we
kitty.
haven't told Nancy Gribble about we haven't told Dale about the affair because if we did, then John Redcorn would smite us.
Lovecraftian cosmic being, John Redcorn. He's not John Redcorn. He's just currently taken the form of John Redcorn.
His
In
true
reality,
name
yeah,
is unpronounceable.
yeah. His true form is incomprehensible.
Oh boy. Holy shit, what is with all these flowers?
Are they in your possession, or did you encounter an area where there's lots of them?
Yeah, I've encountered an area where there are just loads of flowers everywhere.
Yeah. I've seen a couple areas like that actually. You might not be too far from me. I don't know. Did you come back from Pink's area?
No, I went straight across
Oh,
the
okay.
the sea.
I see.
Oh, there's a village. Excellent. How many fish do I have? This will all work, I think. And hey, maybe I can visit with some of the people in town, see if they're up for any trade deals.
That's a possibility.
I could use some emeralds.
If you have enough stuff to spare, it seems like the last one that the last guys that you went up against, they didn't seem to want a whole lot.
They wanted crops, which would be fine if the village was closer to my farm.
Yeah, that's true. Make it a lot easier.
Oh, they've got flying cows in this town. Incredible.
Flying cows, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see. 7 pork chops for an emerald, or one emerald for rabbit stew. Nah. That's a butcher, I guess. Because each of them has
Oh,
a
that's
job.
right. Yeah,
They
I forgot they have occupations.
Actually, it's getting
Totally
pretty close
forgot
to
about that.
night. I can steal one of the beds here.
Oh, good. Okay. What? One of these little kittens keeps teleporting to me. What's happening here? He's
Uh,
teleporting beyond the fence.
Pets will automatically teleport to you if you get too far, unless you've made them sit down. So dogs and cats and parrots and a couple other things are built to follow you and teleport to you if they
Oh.
can't reach you.
Do they? If you tell them to sit down, then what happens if they choose themselves to get back up?
They don't. They can't. Once you sit them down,
Oh.
they stay sat down until you unsit them.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay.
I am laying in bed.
All right. I'm getting this little kitten back in. I feel so bad. I accidentally I hooked him with the yeah, I hooked him with the fishing pole, and he made a sad little scream. Poor little
Ugh.
guy. Yeah, I felt awful. But so there's no way to let your animals just roam? Like
The dogs
they'll
and cats, no.
oh, well, that's a bummer. So like even if they're locked behind a door or whatever, they'll still just teleport to you?
Yeah.
Oh.
6 leather for an emerald, 1 emerald for a leather set of leather pants that have been painted green. Hot damn!
Leather pants that have been painted green, is that what you said?
Yeah.
So when
Oh,
you have the cats or dogs sit, do they even move at all to any different location? Like even to like a square away?
no, they just stay perfectly still.
Oh. That's
Yay,
kind of a
I have a
bummer.
cat!
Okay, well
Fuck you,
that's good.
creeper.
You got them from the village?
I did, yeah.
There should be a second one there somewhere. Well,
There
not
is.
necessarily. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get him in a little bit. I need to do a light bit of fishing.
Yeah, if you get a second one, then you'll be able to breed.
God bless the the village generation. It just sometimes fucks up bad.
Yeah, I mean, the one that was we never got really a chance to look into it, but that one that was built inside the mountain, that was interesting.
Yeah. Probably will go to check that out sooner rather than later, as that's one of the nearest villages to me. And if I can get a regular supply of emeralds going from buying and selling in town.
Yeah, could eventually get the supply built up enough that you can actually trade for some. I mean, the merchant doesn't usually have very many interesting things, but the villagers might.
The villagers do. I believe the villagers upgrade in quality for the stuff they sell the more you buy and sell from them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe that's the case.
It could very well be. I've never tried.
Given that gentleman back there selling the green leather pants, I'm wondering if you can eventually get the blacksmith to sell you more
Like armor?
customized armors. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Holy shit, 2 horses. I need to keep track of where this is. This probably ain't too far
Oh,
from my home.
there's millions of horses on my island.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but you do not. I've got like I think at least 3 or 4 just in my pen hanging out. There's a bunch more on the island I can go get if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Which eventually I guess I would, but yeah, for the moment it's like, there's plenty to pick from.
Oh, rotten flesh.
You fished up rotten flesh?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a new
that's
one.
mildly concerning, really.
Hey,
I dropped the parts I don't like to eat and the link. What? I just don't like faces.
don't like faces. What's the deal with human faces? They don't taste as good as the rest of the corpse.
Ate them once, never again. Now, I want to say the villagers actually give themselves jobs based off what's in the facilities in their home, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I think that's how it works. They spawn into. Was the cat just purring? If so, that was really cute. Yeah, I think that whatever villager spawns in like a villager defined like structure, I think, and then from that point forward, the villager will like he'll take on the occupation, obviously, of whatever the thing is.
Oh, this cat's got what's that thing when the eyes have different colors?
Oh, I don't remember the name. That's really cool, though. I would assume that's rare in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very specific term, and I cannot remember what it is. Meow, meow, meow. Hi, kitties.
Oh my god, there's a kitten.
It's just roaming randomly by itself?
Yeah, stray kitten.
Oh.
Trying to get this one with the different colored eyes. It keeps going downhill, which is making it difficult to catch up with it.
Yeah, and they're fast enough to begin with.
Yeah. Got it. Yes, okay.
Nice.
Whoops, I actually made it horny.
Seems to be a common
Minecraft.
thing with you. Yeah.
I gave it 2 fish when I only needed to give it 1, so now it's ready to go. Gonna need to do more fishing if I want to get the other 2 cats I found in this village, though.
Yeah. Be careful when you're going to give it fish. Don't accidentally do what I did and accidentally swat it with the hook it with the fishing rod. That's so sad.
Yeah.
That's just such an awful thing to do. I don't like that the game even lets you do it.
Remarkably, I don't think it does any damage.
I hope not. I didn't think to look when you hooked me in pink. I didn't stop to look and see if that did any damage. Even if so, it's hard to say whether it would have the same effect on animals.
Yeah. Oh, come on, fishy. There you go. Aww.
Yeah, that's a village noise. I recognize that.
I love it. I know you find it annoying. I love it.
It's just such an ugly sound. It's like somebody was paid to make the most like weird, like unnatural noise they could.
Yeah, yeah. To me, it carries through the idea that they're close to human,
Yeah,
but they're very clearly not. There's something else.
yeah, close but not quite. What biome is that village in that you're looking at?
Meadows.
Oh, that's also a meadow. Okay.
And some very beautiful alpine mountains in the distance. I'd love to find out if they're the same ones that are not too far from me. They can't be. This is too great of a distance. But
Yeah, probably.
nonetheless,
The game's, it's weird. The LOD is really good on land, but it seems like at least I don't know, like across oceans or whatever. It seems. Well, I guess you're not looking across the ocean though.
no, I'm very much inland. Oh, hey, a priest. Let me talk to him about what he can sell me. I
A
can
path
show you
into
the
heaven.
Lord.
Yeah, just give enough money and you'll get
Whoa!
salvation. What?
32 rotten flesh for an emerald.
32 rotten flesh for an emerald?
What does the priest want? The game crashed.
Oh no.
Hopefully that wasn't at an important time.
No, I'm it's just a bummer that it crashed is all.
Yeah, I'm kicking it back on as we speak, but what does the priest want rotten flesh for?
Uh like arcane rituals.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering, because I want to say the priest is supposed to be the one that sells you magical ingredients later on.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's
Alternatively,
not
it
a
being
priest so
zombie,
much as an what's up?
or so much as a magician.
I was gonna say alchemist, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't. He sets up in the building that's clearly supposed to be a church, though I believe.
Yeah, there were churches in this game before. I haven't seen one lately, but I'm assuming they still exist.
Yeah. And it was always odd to look at because it's like, what is there Minecraft Christianity?
I guess it was a non-denominational church.
Yeah. Church of Faith.
Church of Faith. Yeah. What do we worship here? The concept.
Yeah.
Concept of what? Just the concept. Have faith in it. That's all you need.
Gold is most common in the Nether and in Badlands biome. What?
Oh, okay. Badlands. I know that was a fairly new biome the last time I played, I think, but I can't remember. I think it's kind of like it's sort of like a slightly darker palette of the savannah, if I recall correctly.
That would make
Kind of
sense.
like
And
yeah, like
luckily, there
more.
was an autosave like right before the crash, so everything's
Oh,
good.
nice.
Okay, I'm running around again, so you can join in.
Yeah.
I gotta take the kitten with me. She's probably the daughter or son of one of the two cats I got with me now.
Yeah. Yeah. Never in my life would I ever abandon a kitten.
Boom! Instant tamed kitten.
Good. That worked
All
out
right,
well.
now it's fine. There's one last one around here. There's a little gray cat. I love gray cats.
My cat is gray and white.
Yeah.
She's a little sweetie, actually a big chunky sweetie.
Yeah. My tortoiseshell cat is. She's a biggin. I didn't really notice until. So I think I've told you before about. So they of course at vets or at various places have the cat weight chart, so you can tell whether your cat is overweight, obese, yada yada.
Yeah.
And there's a humorous edit of that chart, which me and Pink both enjoy, where the closest to obese, like the next to obese, like grossly overweight cat is labeled heckin' chunker instead of grossly overweight. And then the obese cat, the morbidly obese cat, is just simply labeled Oh Lord, he coming. And there was a moment of embarrassment when we took the cat in to get vaccinated. And while I was in there, just casually looking around, I took a look at the cat weight chart and I was looking at it and I was going, oh man, how do you even get a cat that fucking fat, right? At the far end of the chart. And I was like, gee, like, how's that even happen? I looked in the cat carrier. I realized my cat was the exact same fucking size as obese on the chart.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of bad actually.
Yeah, she's been on
It,
a diet ever since.
yeah, that's good. I mean, it's cute, but obviously you want them to live long, healthy lives.
That's my bed now. I'm gonna slap you with this beef. Bam.
Now, for once, I'm not near a bed.
I can stay here. I slapped the man with beef. I've made a commitment.
Well, actually, I sailed back to our old stomping ground, so I guess can I steal your bed? I don't remember how that works. Like it's vacated now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well then I'll use yours.
I
All right.
appreciate that there were little storm clouds above the guy's head to indicate he did not appreciate what I did.
Here we go. What was I gonna say? Yeah, geez, there's dogs littering the bed. They're all over it. Here, I'll use
Oh
this
yeah.
one.
You can only imagine what's gonna happen with me and cats.
Yeah. I mean, again, as long as I mean, it's a game. You're welcome to play it however you want. But if anything does, like if they get hurt or something, just if they die, whatever, just don't even tell me about it. It'll make me sad.
They talk about crazy cat ladies, and it's always the thing they apply to chicks. No, I'm gonna show them there's such a thing as crazy cat dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I adopted this gray and white cat, Misty, from the vet. They took my picture. They asked if they could take my picture holding the cat, and I was like, yeah, for sure. They put it on their website saying, hey, look, this is another adoption, another success story, which is cool. And I looked at the page, and it was just riddled with comments saying, obviously really nice, encouraging things. People were saying like, "Oh, how sweet! That's great. It's very nice that the cat's got a home." And I agree with
Boom.
all that stuff. I'm not trying to undermine it.
4
Uh,
tamed cats. I am going home.
all right then. But anyway, in the comments, some of the comments were stuff like, oh, a guy that loves a cat. Oh, that's so sweet. And I was thinking to myself, well, like, I hope that's not super rare. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm crazy for cats. Cat's my favorite animal in the world.
Yeah, there's still. I mean, of course, it used to be a thing in like the 30s to take a bag of kittens and throw it in a river.
Oh, yeah, I don't even want to hear anything about that kind of thing.
But like, holy shit, there's a village across the river from this other village, and it's made out of like adobe instead of wood and stone. What the hell?
See, that's like the river that was on the or the whatever what is it the tundra villages. They were basically just like right across the river from each other.
Hmm. All right. Either way, like, I think there probably still are discreetly a lot of people who hate cats for some fucking reason.
There's a lot of people who hate a lot of animals for some reason. I don't know. People are it's like I always say. I prefer animals to people. Animals aren't cruel. Animals are just instinctual.
There's something. Whenever I say those some people, or when someone else says some people, I'm thinking I need to integrate that line from Santino's daughter on NXT. Some people think the Earth is flat.
Yeah. I mean, animals probably don't think that. Another example, animals are better. They're not dumb. I mean, not in the conventional sense.
Yeah.
Although, I was going to say something though, but then I just now realized that giant your map back there. Let me go take a look at that thing. Wow. Yeah, you worked hard on that. Holy shit. Let me go get a better look.
Yeah, it's been a lot of work and it ain't even done.
No.
I'll get her figured.
Wow, that's looking a lot like that's kind of what you would get when you would run those programs I was telling you about to see what the game would look like, before you actually go to play the seed. You enter in the seed number and it would generate something that looks very much like this.
Yeah.
Wow, really cool. How many maps is this? This looks like it's like fucking like 30 maps. Actually, probably more.
You would not believe the quantity of cows that died for that map.
Poor cows. Why am I dying? You need to be a map. A map?
It's not even
Not
that.
even like
It's
food or
to hold the map.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, just something to hold the. You can't even use a nail.
Our dumbass fucking characters can't figure out anything else to hold it up. It's like Homer Simpson with a damn orange juice commercial from Troy McClure, right?
Yeah, that was one of the better ones.
You mean there's another way?
There's another way.
See that's one of the things the Simpsons was always great about is gags where the funniness is the inherent conceit of it, right? Where you have to actually like wait, so he's been like that. He's has Homer been for his entire life smashing oranges against his forehead?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, the one that I always like, the one that I mentioned before, is where he buys the Valentine for his blacksmith. It's like, okay, so not only is there a blacksmith, but he has such a good relationship with him that he bought him a Valentine's Day card.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on there?
Homer always needs his quality smithed goods.
Yeah, apparently so.
I guess the cats will just teleport behind me.
All four of them at once?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's how it's gonna work, cause I'm sailing my ass across the fucking globe.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I guess they'll just teleport to as you sail. Okay, I guess that's convenient.
Yeah. Or it reminds me how sometimes you'd be going on a horse too fast on a horse in Conan Exiles while you had a companion, and you could turn around and you'd see every like couple of yards you would see the companion abruptly appear out of air,
Tap up.
fall to,
Yeah,
yeah, half up through the air, fall to the ground, try to run after you, and just be too slow for it.
right. Funny, spawning. What would be the word for it? Not complication. Just whatever. Obviously, imperfection. A spawning imperfection.
Yeah.
Now, if you follow the lake, the river, whatever you want to say, I guess it's really more of a lake, away from Pink's old first home, and then curve around, does that eventually connect to that tundra area?
I
Actually, it looks like it just did. I'm up here against ice, so there's my answer. Didn't go very far, but yeah, it connected to the frozen part.
yeah.
Yeah, I went back to I went back to get the other cats from that village, as well as getting the gold and whatever else might be necessary from the outpost.
Yeah.
Where are you going, by the way, with your cats?
I'm coming back home. I'm going to sit them down in the in my house with my dogs, and over time I will be breeding them to produce more cats.
Yeah, I guess it
Eventually,
makes sense then that you can. Go ahead.
once I've got a decent amount of them, I'm actually going to be having them sit around the property to scare off creepers.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that from a gameplay perspective, you can just post them because then that way they can be sentries, guards. But I do wish that I could just let them roam though.
Now, I want to say that it's also that well, maybe I won't sit them down. Maybe I'll get the dogs to stand up because it occurred to me that the dogs really would be a ton of help for combat, and I'm just not getting them. I'm just not using them.
Do you just have them follow you like you said they follow you as a pet? They just like teleport to you and constantly help fight off enemies with you?
Yeah,
Okay, that does sound really convenient.
yeah. Especially as many
The-
as I've got.
yeah, I mean you could literally just have a horde of helper enemies or helper animals.
Yeah, Minecraft's one of those games where they never really implemented limits on these sort of things. As you can tell by looking at my cow pin.
Yeah, I might have actually killed a bunch of them just now because I felt bad for how thick it was. I mean, it was just a pack of like wiggling, like there was no actual movement. It was just a pack of bovine like jittering.
Vibrations.
Yeah, yeah, it really was. There were so many. I thought, okay, well, I'll tear into that a little bit and get myself some extra food because I figure by the time that you come back, you'll either not have noticed or we'll be able to make a bunch more.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my wheat crop's nearly done, so that's gonna be enough for them to eat and all get horny, so.
Nearly done, so I guess it doesn't grow when you're away, huh?
Yeah, yeah, you'd really think it would grow, it would get some progress, but no, you'd be wrong.
Curious.
Now, how long is it gonna take for the cast to teleport after me?
For like distance wise, for me it was only 30 feet, maybe.
Oh, shit, well, they're not teleporting to me.
Oh, did they make it across the water?
I never saw them teleport after me.
Oh, they might have never bothered doing it then. They might have never teleported once for some
And,
reason.
and on that note, slash game mode, 1.
You're finding a creative way to go back and get your cats.
Well, pretend that I had told them to follow me from the jump.
I mean, it's a very easy mistake to make. I guess you just didn't think to look back. I don't know why they wouldn't have followed you though. I guess they weren't technically your pets yet.
They had collars on them.
Yeah, I can't explain that. I don't know what happened.
Wait.
Okay, what?
Okay, no, the villages just look similar. That's not the same village. Okay.
Oh, you thought you went to. Okay, yeah.
Wait.
Okay, now what?
They look really similar. No, this has to be. Oh my god, yeah, this is the same fucking mountain range.
As what exactly? Same one that your home is by or whatever.
Yeah, this is just a hop and a skip and a jump over the hills.
Oh,
Where the hell are my cats? They're not here in the village either.
are they? You said that they were following you into the water, right? You said that they follow you that far.
Well, they followed me to the pier when I was fishing.
Have you checked that yet to see if they're there?
Oh my god, they're all just paddling
Oh,
and not making very good progress about it either.
poor
Okay,
things.
I'm gonna get them on land this time. Let's see if they teleport
Yeah.
after me now. Yes, they will now. Don't bring your cats into water because they won't teleport after you, I guess.
So animals can't teleport over water. Apparently, that's maybe an intentional limitation.
That's good to know, but nonetheless, yeah, I would have appreciated knowing that earlier.
At least you found out now as opposed to like, I don't know, like a good half hour from now. Like, wait a minute, I just now realized. Where did my cats go?
They definitely have a certain. Okay, no, I think it might be instead there's just a certain distance limit where they'll just not teleport anymore.
Yeah, like maybe you went too far ahead, too fast.
Yeah.
That's possible.
I have a stupid idea. Hang on. Okay. Get in the
All right,
boat. There we go.
what horrible thing are you trying to do?
It's not gonna be horrible, but it is gonna be amusing.
Okay.
Okay, gonna need to get the last cat in a boat here. Okay. Now can I... Hang on. Oh, yes. This is the way to do it.
All
I
right.
have,
What
I
are
have
you
made
doing?
2 boats, stuffed a cat into either boat, and then tied the boats to leads.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
So yes, this is how you transport animals over water. Okay.
Oh, you can lash the boats. Okay.
Yeah, let me, everyone just ignore that I've technically cheated in the leashes and the boats. That's not gonna be the end of the fucking world. I cheated in a boat and some leads. I can make those just fine on my own.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, yes, I am traveling home with, with 2 boats dragged behind my boat, each carrying 2 cats.
Are they just calmly sitting upright, just like doo doo doo?
They're not even sitting, they're standing in the boat staring at me like, oh, this is an experience. I might pull it around near your place just so you can see.
I would honestly like to see, but unfortunately, right now I'm in that other the frozen village.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so actually I'll just
Yeah,
go home and you'll probably see it when I get home.
yeah. It is. I would like to see it. I'm just unfortunately not in the position to do so.
So apparently, yeah, we can just make a chain of boats, which come to think of it, if you make the boat with the chest in it, that's a good way to transport loads of shit over water.
Yeah, it's true.
So you can just live a nomadic life on the seas.
I guess you could. Yeah. You, you know, as long as you don't need so much stuff that you need more than what would fit in a chest, or
Well,
two,
that's
I
what.
guess if you carry 2 boats. Go ahead.
Well, do we know the limit on leads?
No, I have not tried to push it. I've never had more than 2 or 3 leads at a time, so I'm not sure what the limit would be, if any. Maybe none.
Yeah. Yeah, the cats look utterly nonplussed by this. They're like, yeah. Which, in fairness, that would be the real life cat reaction. It'd initially be frightening, then afterwards they're like, yeah, this is happening.
Yeah, I suppose so. It would
Anyway,
want to. They would
anyways,
rather
my
sit in the
ass has been
boat.
unlicked for 10 minutes. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, I'm in the frozen village trying to find the cats that were here before. I know there were a couple. One of them was a calico. Mine are solid colored, so calico would be a neat addition.
Yeah. Creeper on the shoreline. Oh, hey, a dude in a boat. I'm gonna go. Oh, cats, no!
Did you actually see it run away? Because if so, that's satisfying. Fuck those things.
I wonder if they ever gave an explanation for why creepers are scared shitless of cats.
I'm not aware of one.
Like, really, the only effective lore, quote unquote, I know for creepers is that Notch made them on accident at first.
He made them on accident?
So, the idea for the creeper came from when he was putting the pig into the game. He screwed up the dimensions on the torso. He put the width number into the height column and the height number into the width column. And he wound up with this freaky, horrible, well, like the creeper, right? It's a long torso with
Yeah.
no arms and 4 little legs underneath it. And Notch thought it was such a weird, freaky design. He was like, I'm going to make that an enemy.
Oh, okay. And what better way to fuck with a player that's in a game all about building? Make a creature that can destroy those buildings.
A suicide bomber.
Yeah.
How many Al Qaeda jokes have been made about the creeper down the years?
Oh, I'm sure. When did Morrowind? When did Minecraft first get released?
2010, Osama would have still been alive.
I was gonna say, yeah, he still would have been alive. Hmm.
Shit. Oh man, this year's gonna be the 23rd anniversary of 9/11.
Ah, that makes me feel old.
and the 13th anniversary of Osama's death,
Death, yeah.
which I remember when I was in a hotel and they had WWE's Extreme Rules playing, and John Cena gets up on the turnbuckle after the match and
Yeah,
says, we've just received news that we've killed Osama bin Laden.
right.
And me and my parents were looking at it all aghast and going like, what is this kayfabe? What is this?
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, so I was one of those bizarre few, even though I didn't buy dirty pay-per-views at that time, but just because I happened to be in a hotel for it, I was one of those few who learned of Osama bin Laden's death from John Cena announcing it on dirty.
You know, I'm wondering if that's how everyone saw it on the forum, because way back then on the THQ forum, that's how I learned of it. Somebody just happened to be mentioning it, like, "Oh yeah, we apparently we just killed Bin Laden." I was like, "What?" You know, and before responding, I was like, just in real life, I was like, "No, that can't be right." And yeah, sure enough, I went out in the living room and turned on the TV, and yep, the news was talking about it. I was like, "Wow." I learned of it through a wrestling website, which again was
Yeah,
probably because somebody on the website was watching the Cena thing.
yeah.
I went and watched it after the fact, and he said that Cena phrased it in such a way that he didn't say killed. He said, we have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Compromised to a permanent end. That's a it's honestly maybe that I thought that was just stylish, but maybe he was like, oh, you can't say killed. It's
Might
PG.
be might be killed, might also just be seen as like he was told to say it that way because that sounds like military language.
Maybe. Yeah. Quite possibly.
Lord knows the military's been known to be fond of speaking of things in code.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. When they oh, go ahead. What?
Leads broke at some point.
Oh no.
Yep, I'm gonna have to trail backwards and figure out where I lost their boat.
I know that eventually yeah, I had to keep stopping and looking back when I led the cats when I was transporting them.
But yeah, nonetheless, that's yeah, Jesus.
The term that they used when they killed Bin Laden was I think it was Forgotten Country Bravo Bravo, something like that. Something very close to that.
Yeah, that sounds like military.
Yeah. And one of these cats here I found one so far, and I leashed him, and I was trying to lead him back temporarily into a house so I could go freely look for the other one. And he started following me just fine, and then he started trying to divert really hard. I was like, what why are you following me all of a sudden? What's like, I thought the AI was bugging out. I started following him to allow him to go in the direction he was trying so hard to go, and it turned out he was trying to go kill a rabbit.
There you go.
Yeah, like even when leashed, he was still desperate to go after and kill a rabbit.
Yeah,
Which I
that's the little dog we have over here. Whenever he sees a small bird in the yard, we're taking him for a walk. He just suddenly jolts, and we have to hold him back.
the dog will really interesting.
Yeah, he's a vicious little fucker.
Oh yeah, in my experience, the smaller the dog, the more aggressive they are. Funnily enough.
Yeah, with us, he's like a very happy-go-lucky, friendly, playful dog, but very loving. But with cats and birds, he apparently can't fucking take it. Oh boy, where did I lose these cats on the open seas?
I hope you find him. That's super sad if they're just out there drifting.
Well, I've already cheated to find him once. If I can't find him on the boat, I'm just gonna fucking fly up into heaven and look
I
at
was
for
gonna
him there.
say, yeah. If nothing else, you can fly to find him. They must have disconnected pretty early, though. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know how long you were sailing, but it wasn't that long ago you said that you were gonna try.
yeah, they must have disconnected a while ago, because probably closer to the river, which gives me a good place to check. But yeah, I was so focused on talking that I didn't notice that I wasn't hearing behind me meows anymore. And now they're just out on a boat somewhere looking around like, well,
Now what do we do? This is kind of rough.
Look, you and me, we're not that big, but I'll take one paddle, you get the other. We may have to turn to piracy to support our lives, but we'll make it.
Really cool house. It's nice and pleasant white, and apparently it's made out of wool. So I guess I'll be stealing all the excess wool and making my house out of it.
Oh,
Lining
the
the inside of it anyway.
one of the houses in the Arctic village.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would
Yeah.
make sense. It would keep the warmth.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, and I just kind of just dismissed it like, okay, well that's a weird thing to build a house out of, but yeah, that does make sense. It looks really nice. It's like a nice kind of, at least with this texture pack, it's a nice creamy white. Seems very I don't know, moderate.
Yeah.
Not harsh colors, not super bright.
Well, I found a desert village, which tells me I've probably gone too far.
Yeah, you're finding every fucking village. Every village in the game is near you.
Now, this one's pretty far. I'm just.
Oh. Oh, are you flying?
No, I'm sailing.
Oh, okay. You're still looking for the. Are you going in the exact right same direction? Are you off course?
I'm definitely off course, yes. I have found the hell portal finally that Pink was dicking around at. I can even see where the shit he threw down on the ground hasn't despawned yet.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
guess because this chunk wasn't loaded.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Is the chunk needs to be loaded for something like that to happen? Maybe that's what causes the disappearance. Is if you're in the chunk long enough.
Because he threw. Either he died or he chose to throw down a bunch of flowers in front of it.
And that it's a funny thought, like an offering. That was a long, long time ago.
Oh, yes, yes, it was.
Hours.
This must have been the river I came in via.
You have a start.
Oh! Oh my god!
Did you find him?
Well, it wasn't that the leads broke from overuse. It's that they got caught on a choke point.
Oh.
And I apparently lost one boat of cats earlier. So let me go further back in the river to find out where I lost them. No!
Oh no! Oh, that's so sad.
It loaded the chunk back in just to kill them. Oh no!
Oh.
No, I see what happened! Oh no! The boats wound up colliding on top of each other and one pressed the other down.
Oh, that sucks. That's so sad. I wish they wouldn't have that kind of stuff in this game. Domestic animals, they shouldn't be allowed to drown.
I didn't know it even gave you a notification. Wait a second. Oh no, never mind. Okay.
Can you bring them back to life with a cheat?
I can do that, yes. Well, no, I can't. I'd be just making two new cats, really.
Well, we can assume that it's the same ones being brought back to life.
Reincarnated, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put this one back in the boat. This time paying attention to whether or not the boat's behind me.
I wouldn't have thought that kind of thing would even be possible. That's really sad. Under normal circumstances, I would guess that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely the chunk unloaded, and then when it loaded back in, they were all in the same part of the chunk, so it just put one boat on top of the other, and the one pushed the other boat under the water, causing them to drown.
That's awful.
Yeah.